Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amirul Imran bin Ma'na. My match number TB21047 would conducting my team for our third group assignment, which is Physics Laboratory 1. Firstly, we want to thank you to Madam for give opportunity to explain the experiment. Besides that, my team consists of 4 persons, include myself. The second person, which is Muhammad Nur Hakim bin Ismail, TB21051. The third person, which is Haziq bin Ahmad Nasir, TB21049. And the last one, Muhammad Amir Hafiz bin Muhammad Aminuddin, TB21057. Today, we want to explain the experiment, which is free fall. What is the free fall? Free fall object is upon which the only force influence is gravity. For free falling object, the air resistance has no effect. Besides that, it can be moving upward, downward, and even have a horizontal motion. A free falling object accelerates its change the velocity. So you can see the ball in this picture. The ball threw up and is slowing down. It reached the highest position known as the peak, and it speed up both type motion, the racing upward and slowing down in the falling downwards and speeding up are described being downward acceleration. A free falling object accelerates with magnitude 9.8 meter per second square. This value is known as the acceleration caused by gravity or the acceleration of gravity. If the object starts at time equal to 0 with the velocity v equal to 0, the distance it cover in the time t is h equal to 1/2 multiply g t squared. Thus, the free fall is an example of a uniformly accelerated motion. So, in this experiment, free fall were investigated on a binder plate suspended on a pen. Moreover, will show how to take time when an object is released from a highest place. So, I pass to the next presenter to describe how to carry out this experiment.
The apparatus in this experiment is sellotape, binder clip, pen, smartphone, and measuring tape. The pen we use to hold the binder clip, while the binder clip is we use as the load in this experiment. The next one, the timer application is used in the smartphone, and also the measuring tape we use 100 cm of length of the height.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Haziq. So I will continue to present about procedure. First of all, we need to set up all our instrument before we begin our experiment. Tape the measuring tape on the wall and make sure the 0 cm start from the floor. Next, using a ruler, you need to measure the height of 100 cm on the measuring tape and put the ruler horizontally, and then place your pen with a binder clip hang at the end of the pen above the ruler, and make sure the bottom of binder clip touch the ruler, and then you can tape the pen on the level that you already measure. And then the next step is you need to open Firefox apps, and then there will be many type of timer, but you need to choose acoustic timer because that is the most suitable with our experiment. And then you need to set the number of threshold that are suitable with your surrounding noise. In case if your timer accidentally start because of your background noise, you can increase the number of threshold. And then you place your smartphone near the drop area so that it will easily detect the impact the binder clip made on the floor. So you can begin your experiment. Press the pen to release or to drop the pen and take the time reading on the timer, and then reset the timer and repeat this step for 3 times. When you're done taking three reading, the next step is you need to calculate the average time. Your average value will be your reading for 100 centimeter height. And then the next step is reduce the falling distance height by 5 cm by lowering your pen level, and then hang the binder clip at the end of the pen and repeat the step again. And the last step is repeat all steps by reducing the falling distance by 5 cm from 100 cm to 5 cm. Next is about safety and precaution before begin the experiment or before start the measurement. The first one is you need to make sure you place your smartphone near the drop area but will not be hit by the binder clip or any other object that you release during the experiment. Second one is you need to make sure to tape your pen further away from the wall. This is to prevent the binder clip from hitting the wall, which will affect our reading. So we will not get an accurate reading. So that's all from me.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. This is Freefall experiment video by Group 3. Before I begin the experiment, this is how I set up all the instruments. How I measure the height to tape the pen is by using a ruler. Put the ruler at the height that we want and make sure the bottom of the binder clip touch the ruler. And then repeat the same step on each height. To measure the time, I use Firefox apps. By using this app, to start and stop the timer is just by making a sound. First sound to start the timer and the second sound to stop the timer. Now let's do the experiment. This is for 60 centimeter height. So for 60 centimeter height, the first drop I got 0.353 seconds, second drop I got 0.352 seconds, and third drop I got 0.359 seconds. I will calculate the average of these three reading and I got 0.355 seconds. So this is our reading for 60 centimeter height. Repeat the same process on each height. This is for 50 centimeter height. So for 50 cm height, first drop I got 0.327 seconds, second drop I got 0.320 seconds, and third drop I got 0.321 seconds. Calculate the average of these three readings and I got 0.323 seconds. So this is our reading for 50 centimeter height.
Okay, so how the data is taken? The data is taken when the pen is triggered. For example, in this picture, it will release the binder clip, and the timer we use P4 apps that will measure the time by depending of the sound of the load when the pen is triggered until the load hit the floor. Well, the load we use the binder clip. After we have record the time, for example in this picture, 55 centimeter of length, we got 0.327 second. Then we fill the measured time in this table like this. Then we repeat the same method to measure from 5 cm to 100 cm.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Amirul Hafiz bin Muhammad Amiruddin. My matrix number is TB21057. So now I will proceed to explain about our observation of our free fall experiment. Free fall motion is one important elementary example of motion is that of free fall, which is the motion of an object only under the influence of gravity. It is a remarkable fact, first discovered over 300 years ago by Galileo. Galileo conducted the experiment using a ball on an inclined plane to determine the relationship between the time and distance traveled. That objects in free fall motion drop at the same time, at the same rate, independent of their mass, as long as the effect of air resistance can be neglected. This is mean that under free fall of all objects have the same constant acceleration, which in the metric system is 9.8 meters per second square at sea level, directed towards the center of the Earth. Galileo found that the distance depends on the square of the time that the velocity increased as the ball moved down the incline. The relationship was the same regardless of the mass of the ball used in the experiment. The experiment was successful because he was using a ball for the falling object, and the friction between the ball and the plane was much smaller than the gravitational force. He also used a very shallow incline, so the velocity was very small and the drag of the ball was very small compared to the gravitational force. The story that Galileo demonstrated his finding by dropping two cannonballs off the Leaning Tower of Pisa is just a legend. By using the equation for the force of gravity, that is F equal to mg, F is a force, m is equal to mass, and g is equal to gravity. So in the experiment we have used a binder clip as the falling object. From that, we got the higher the item was dropped, the longer the time to fall. This is related to the experiment conducted by Galileo that the distance will depend on the square of time and velocity will increase. That's all from me. Thank you.